What's up, y'all? It's your main man, Jay Sands. Sands on Sports, hip hop and sports entertainment at its finest. That's right, y'all. The big kid is at it again. And today I have a special guest. We're coming from New York City, right?
Just outside of New York City.
Okay, just outside, where the money reside. Where the money reside. We have my man, Bryan Adams in the building. What's up, Bryan? How you feeling, bro?
Jay Sands, good to see you, man. Good to talk to you. Thank you for having me on the show.
This is the first face-to-face, since we've met, because we actually never met in person still.
Yo, we met like almost 20 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And it's been all phone and whatnot. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's real though. So yo, man, what I like to do on Sands on Sports is ask the guests their favorite team. Before we even do that, can you give me a 20-second bio about yourself?
Yeah, I could do that. Okay, so like you said, I'm Bryan Adams. I come from the music industry on the publicity side. That's how I got my start, and that's how I met you. Mm-hmm. So I worked at Tommy Boy, I worked at Jive. And then I went on my own to do publicity as well. But, I would say I probably worked with all of your favorite rappers, from De La Soul to Naughty by Nature to Keith Murray to E40 to OC to WC to J Live to Freddie Fox to Jay Sands to Big L. I'm probably leaving some people off, but those are, that's the kind of people that I work with. And I was doing that for, from the early 90s until I stopped doing music entirely, which would have been probably around 2006, 7, 8. Mm-hmm. And then I just concentrated on doing publicity, more for like nonprofits and filmmakers and comedians and authors. And October, I retired as a publicist. It was 30 years. Wow. 30 years in October. I retired as a publicist, but I'm still working. I'm just not doing publicity anymore.
So. No doubt. I think we're going to all be working until our last breath, but it's all good. Hey,
we're in fields where we can work to where Quincy Jones's age, right?
Yeah. I don't
He's still working.
He's still working. Hey, yo, you know what? Gladys Knight. That's what I thought. When I saw her singing the national anthem, I said, she's gonna die booked. Like that's what they call it. You still got to add dates on the book after your death.
Yeah.
She's gonna stay glad. I used to have a crush on Gladys Knight back in the day, bro. Gladys Knight.
Gladys.
Wow.
You saw her on the Verses, right?
And no, I didn't watch the Verses too much. Okay. I didn't watch the Gladys. Was it Gladys and Patti LaBelle?
Yeah, Gladys.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I watched that. I watched the RZA one.
Okay.
RZA and Premiere.
That was good.
I watched another. I watched another one.
You didn't watch Teddy and Babyface?
Yeah, I watched that. Teddy and Babyface and Premiere and RZA. Besides that, man, I mean, it's just. There's so much what they call content now.
Yes.
And again, I'm a dude who works, so it's like you gotta, man. Like you see right behind me, I got the studio, man.
Yeah. That's where the magic happens.
Bryan, I'm working. I didn't catch that. I caught a little bit of the Jeezy or whatever, but
okay.
Yeah. So yo, let me ask you, what are your favorite teams starting with football?
These are good questions for me because I'm a sports fan that only watches one sport.
Oh, okay, got you.
So football, I don't really watch football, but I guess the team that if they won it, I would be happy would be the Jets, maybe. Be the New York Jets.
You're never gonna be happy.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be happy. So I don't really watch football. But
okay, but
Jets, I guess.
That was a team like when you were a kid. You kind of had a little.
Nah, man. I didn't. When I was a kid, I followed the quarterbacks and the receivers. I didn't follow teams. So I was like San Diego Chargers because they had Kellen Winslow.
Ooh.
And then I was like Denver because I liked John Elway.
Okay.
So I kept moving because of who was, so I didn't have a team. I was just like, what player or players look really good to me. That's how I did it.
I could dig it. Okay. What about baseball?
I don't really watch it anymore, but I mean, I was a Yankees fan growing up, and I played baseball.
Yeah.
And I watched the Yankees, Reggie Jackson,
Yeah, we talked
Billy
about
Randolph,
that.
you know,
Willie
Chris Chambliss.
Randolph. Yeah, do you remember Thurman Munson when he
Yes,
passed away? That was
definitely remember
big.
Thurman
That was
Munson.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was big. That was big.
yeah,
Uh,
that was.
what about who? Who you messing with?
Uh,
Squad?
Syracuse Orange? No, you mean
Well, no.
you mean professional? Knicks.
Hey, did you go to Syracuse?
No, but I'm from up that way.
Okay,
So
okay, gotcha.
Syracuse was our team.
Check it out, bro. I'm a Pitt fan, so we had some major.
Yeah, we're not supposed to like each other.
Ronnie Cycli, had Derek Coleman, and I was gonna call him Sherman Hemsley, Sherman Douglas. Yo, Pitt and Syracuse had some amazing battles back in the day, bro. Ooh,
I was at this event a couple of years ago, and I was at a table with Charles Smith.
Okay, got it.
And I didn't want to talk about Knicks stuff. Everybody over there was like, "How you missed them layups?" No, I didn't want to talk to him about that. I wanted to talk to him about Big East basketball.
Yeah, that was my front court. Charles Smith, Jerome Lane. Yeah. Demetrius Gore, rest in peace, just passed away last year.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
All right, so we're going to skip hockey because I know you...
No.
Okay, whoa. Oh, yeah.
Utica Comets, my hometown team,
Okay.
Utica Comets,
that's
semi-pro.
Okay, is that IHL?
It's either I think it's AHL.
Okay, AHL.
I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think.
Wow. Okay, do you like any NHL sport? You ever been to a hockey game?
Yes, but I've never been to a pro. I've been to college and semi-pro.
Got you. Got a favorite.
My little cousin played hockey in college. So yeah.
Got you. And your kids they're in the lacrosse, right?
Nah, I got one son. He's a fencer.
He's a fencer. Okay, I remember he was traveling back and forth. I thought it was
fencing. Nah, fencing. That's lacrosse. That's West.
Okay, that West boy. Hey, look,
what up, West?
I gotta have West back on the show to talk about lacrosse. You know what I mean? Okay, well, check this out. What sports did you play coming up?
I played baseball and basketball.
Okay. Baseball, basketball. What position in baseball?
Baseball, I was center field.
Ooh, okay.
I was center field, man.
I played center and first base. And what about basketball?
2 guard. I was shooting guard.
Okay, you was gunning. Okay.
Yeah.
You was gunning. All right. So,
no, it depended on what league it was. Mostly, it was either small forward or shooting guard. 2 out of 3. Yeah.
Got you. How tall are you?
6.
Okay, got you. Okay, got you. You about to say hi? We must be getting there and get rough together. Well, check this out. This is what I'm gonna ask you because you said something about Tommy Boy earlier.
Yep.
I want to get your starting top 5 artists from Tommy Boy, group or solo, whatever. Top 5 ever from Tommy Boy.
Wow.
5. You gotta pick top.
Now these would have to be not my favorites, but like what represents Tommy Boy the best.
Your trusted opinion on what the top 5 artists should be. In your opinion, like who you bang with that do you?
Wow, that's tough, man. Because I think I would, Queen Latifah should be on there.
Boom.
De La Soul should be on there.
Boom.
I mean, I think you got to put Bambaataa on there. I know no one likes to talk about him anymore, but Bambaataa, in terms of influence.
Yeah. I forgot they were on Tommy Boy.
Wow, it's tough after that because you gotta think about. You gotta think about like
sports, baby. That's what we do.
You gotta think about.
Make you sweat a
all
little bit.
All right. Can I throw a couple of names out? We can debate them.
Please.
Okay, so somewhere on there you gotta Coolio and Naughty gotta go in there somewhere as well because you talk about sales and popularity. Coolio, Naughty, right? But then. I mean, RuPaul is still rocking.
I can dig it. I've never bumped
as a
RuPaul.
cultural icon. RuPaul is rocking still.
Check it out. Until I Googled today, because I wanted to. I told you, bro, I'm a professional, brother. I do my interviews. So when I Googled Tommy Boy and look at all the artists today, I saw RuPaul, and I can't tell you one jam RuPaul can. I didn't know RuPaul. I just thought RuPaul was. I didn't know. So the fact that RuPaul is a musical artist, I didn't know.
RuPaul got signed in 90. Well, RuPaul came on in 93.
Okay.
On Tommy Boy.
Okay.
So and those songs were like Supermodel. Supermodel.
Okay.
You better work, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Sensei, what's going on, baby?
You see me get my shit together.
No doubt. Hey, we going over the top 5 Tommy Boy joints, baby. The top 5 Tommy Boy joints. We got who we got, B? We got Queen Latifah.
I said Queen Latifah. I said De La.
I
said you got to put Bam in there.
Bambaataa.
Put Bambaataa in there. And then after that, it's hard because Naughty got to find a way. Coolio might have to find a way in there. RuPaul has to find a way in there.
you know since they won't put Naughty in there for Jersey, since they get Jersey.
That's automatic. That's automatic.
And I hear you on that too. I got
a good one for you though.
Yeah.
It's been later years. I'll put natural elements in there.
Word.
I was gone by then. I left in '96. So
right. I think they came like right after that.
Yeah. So I was gone, but I mean, there's still, that's Digital Underground is, there's
Digital Underground. Yeah.
On the pop side, Information Society.
Working with. Project-wise.
De La, Naughty, Coolio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I'm not even. House of Pain is another one, man.
Yeah.
Man, Pete Rock.
It's tough, but you got to say Latifah.
Yeah.
Definitely Latifah and De La because of the influence, and Bambaataa because of the influence, and then, I mean, if you go by sales and popularity, then you say, okay, Naughty and Coolio, but where's House of Pain? Where's RuPaul?
Right.
Where's Force MDs? Where's Stat?
Damn. About Sonic.
Right?
Wow. So there's a lot.
That's hard, right? That's hard, right?
Hard, man.
That's a lot of influence when you talk about that word.
Hey, let me ask you this, Bryan. This was big in the headlines, man. As a matter of fact, they were just on Teenage Super Titans or Teenage Titans, De La Soul.
Teen Titans,
Yeah, I seen that.
And check it out. I be mad, but I got Tidal and I can't hear no De La Soul songs on streaming, man. It is killing me.
There's a lot of them you can't find on YouTube as well.
I think the only ones you can play are Grind Date and what? Anonymous Nobody.
Because that was after.
That's it, right?
So what's your thoughts on that, Bryan? You seen
trying to get me in trouble?
Yeah. Get in trouble.
I always fall on the side of the artist.
Yeah.
I think it's been a long time. We're talking it's 2021 now.
Yeah.
De La is still out there.
Yeah.
They are a big influence to the genre.
Still.
Tommy Boy was instrumental in bringing them up and putting them out there. And it's a new day. I mean, contracts have to be better now.
Yeah.
I think if you are an artist, if you're a label and that artist has helped you build your label, and we're talking 30 years later, they want fairness. You gotta come to the table with some fairness.
Yeah.
I think it's only right, man. These guys are still out here, and their only profession is as a rapper. They're not selling realist. Well, maybe they are. Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. They got a catalog of hits that a lot of people would like to listen to on their phone. Right?
Right.
At the gym.
I can't even find the one with Dilla in it and that put on
From Stakes is High. Yeah, see, I got those on my phone because I transferred them over from the CD.
Yeah, but you can't hear it on time.
But you can't go to Spotify and get that. So I hope everybody comes together and makes it happen. I mean, De La that's my family, man. I talked to those guys a couple of days ago. I mean, those are the people. When I went to Tommy Boy in 1990, my favorite groups were De La Soul and Digital Underground, and I got a chance to work with them at the label.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
And the sad thing is that a lot of the kids listen to music on their phone, so it's like a whole generation.
They're missing out.
They're missing the whole. De La missed the whole streaming era right now.
Hey man, check this out, man.
With their hits.
This ain't gonna turn on the sadness in sports. We're
gonna
keep fans on sports.
I'm gonna tell you, I was happy to see that they were gonna take tight because my son watched the shit all the time. So for me to watch it and have the episode be about what we talking about, that was
great, right?
For Tommy Boy to see them be the monster, it's like y'all want to be that, portrayed as that forever.
Hey, check out.
You gotta wonder if they saw that and was like, man, we gotta come back to the table. This don't look right, bro.
Capitalist doesn't have a problem with being a monster. Capitalist, that's what hey, all right, cool. You don't like me? Give me more money. That's all. Yeah. So
unfortunately,
you ain't gonna shame a capitalist.
Yeah. Right.
Word up. Well, yo, with that being said, let me hit the horn again. Boom, boom, boom. We are out of the first quarter, headed into the second quarter, and now this turned to the Tommy Boy show. I want to ask you, Bryan, how did you start working at Tommy Boy?
And I just got hired as an assistant in the publicity department.
Okay.
My boss at the time, she was about to go to. She needed an assistant because she was going to be out of the office for like 2 weeks. She was going to be in Japan with Digital Underground and Latifah, and she needed somebody in there to hold it down. And so they, through some friends, we have mutual friends, and I got hired. And that's how I started. And at that time, Tommy Boy was uptown. Tommy Boy was on First Avenue and 91st Street. And so we had this small little office. You sat where you could sit. Yeah. And it was a smaller amount of people, so you were sort of involved in everything. You could dabble in some things and learn about other departments and whatnot. So I'm in the publicity department, but where I sit, I'm sitting with the video production company, video production guy, and the guy in charge of club promotion.
Okay.
So, and I'm an assistant, so I'm learning the game, and I'm new to all of this. I'm just like, been out of college a few months, not sure what's gonna happen. Living in Brooklyn, want to see if I can make it work.
Got you. And then how did you slide to like the PR? Like what did you do with the PR? Like how did that happen?
Well, I liked it in college.
Okay.
Studying PR, and I was like, if I can go that way, that would be cool in my once I get out of school.
Yeah.
And when I got out of school, I went to work at Billboard.
Okay.
As a part-timer. And I was like, man, if they offer me a full-time job, I'm gonna stay here. This is, Billboard. It's the Bible, right?
You're good.
But I never got the offer. And then when the Tommy Boy thing came through, I interviewed and I got it. And it was in the publicity department. So I was like, well, this is my background. And that's how that happened. And then, and then I just went from an assistant to like a junior publicist. And then I was manager of the department. And then I left, and then I went to Jive to be director of publicity, and then that was short-lived. That was quick, but yeah.
No doubt. Well, check this out. You're from the era of getting mics in the source. You know what I mean? There was an importance in getting the mics in the source. So can you tell us about your quest for getting mics in the source, or maybe you have a story about getting mics in the source?
It's funny. I don't feel that they were important.
Yeah.
Yes. But I was at Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
So, we had the back page of the source.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm not going into no payola story. It ain't payola. I'm just saying, at the time, if you can come out with Latifah, you can come out with a De La, you can come out with a Digital, You can come out with a Naughty, a House of Pain. You know you're not gonna get low mics on those.
Yeah, yeah.
So I never worried about it. My worry was more like, am I getting the cover?
Okay.
You know, how long is this feature? Who's doing the photography on it?
Yeah.
That's what you worried about. I was like, come on, man, I got De La Soul is dead.
Yeah.
I know what's about to happen. We're getting a lot of mics.
Yeah. I dig that. Yeah.
We're getting a lot of mics.
Yeah.
But, yo, am I getting the cover? That's what I want to know about.
Okay, so the cover exposure you felt, and it was, the cover exposure is definitely, you get on them covers. Ooh, yeah. And speaking of covers, we seen it go from magazines to blogs, and you experienced that, man. So what was that like, seeing, actually going from a physical copy of something to now something that you're seeing on your computer screen or on the phone?
I had stopped doing music PR right around that time. So I was probably in the blog era for like a year.
Yeah.
And it was like I was just done with doing music publicity.
Yeah.
So I didn't hang around it long enough to see how that blog thing was gonna do.
Yeah.
And I missed the days of those independent magazines. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
What should you say is the difference now doing publicity for artists compared to when you were doing it, besides the blog system and being on the internet?
Well, I've been out of it for a while now on the music side. I stopped doing music publicity late 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, I thought the difference was, I thought the popularity contest changed a bit, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember if I had an artist that was in the middle somewhere, wasn't a De La Soul, but they weren't like, they were on the rise, right? Mm-hmm. In the 90s, I had places to go with them. I can go to Rap Sheet, I can go to Rap Pages, I can go to Herb. Mm-hmm. They'll give me something because this is the culture, right? But what I saw in 2005, 2006, 2007 was that if my artist is promising but doesn't have any following yet because he can't get clicks when he's in the blog, mm-hmm. he's not gonna get covered. And I was like, this probably ain't for me anymore, because I'm from the era where, this artist, we had Prince Rakeem at Tommy Boy.
Right. Yeah.
You imagine if you didn't give him a second shot, what the world would be missing now?
Right, it would be no
RZA, right? So when you get to that level where these guys are like, I don't want to mess with that guy because there's no clicks, because they don't want to build because they need the clicks right now because they need to get the advertising. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm gonna be beating my head up because the artists that I like to mess with are guys that need that slow build and who are good lyricists,
right?
Who are unassuming, who are, behind the scenes, who deserve a shot, but they're just not gonna get covered in some of these blogs that matter because they won't get clicks. They just won't get clicks. Right. So I was like, I'm probably done with the music side on this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And all this transition, and one thing I noticed, because I am an artist and I do investigate, is that I've seen, the game advances go away. I've seen touring go away, touring fees come down. I've seen record ad prices come up and down, but the PR price seems to always stay the same when you get the publicists. like y'all didn't have no recession. PR never has a recession. So
steadily going up.
But how important is it to have that little investment for PR? How important is that?
Oh, it's very important, man. I just think that you have to, when you lay out your ideas on how you're going to release your project, and I'm talking about the artist. I'm not even talking about a label or even a manager. I think the artist has to think about what makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and in this landscape, what makes sense?
Yeah.
Should I spend money on a big expensive video? Should I spend money on video promotion?
Yeah.
Radio promotion? What does that mean in 2020?
Yeah.
Or 2020 or 2015? Should I do PR? So you got to lay that all out and say, okay, what makes sense? A lot of times publicity always makes sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But the thing that also has to be factored in is, who is this artist? What is their budget? And what can this artist get? What kind of coverage can this artist get? And how much should this artist spend? And that has to make sense too.
Yeah.
You know? So that means that an artist can't go to the top shelf PR company on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not gonna, it doesn't make sense for you to hire someone that's gonna, charge you $25,000 a month.
You still ain't gonna get heard.
Right? But the great thing about PR is that there are so many different smaller companies and just individuals who will work with you on your budget because they know what it means to be independent, or they know what it means to just have this one project and you got to put it out there. So you'll be able to find somebody that has experience and probably could fit your budget. That's the beauty of having so many publicists out there. So it's still good. You still be able to find somebody that could probably fit your budget. Maybe it'll hurt a little bit, but it's probably going to be worth it in the long run. Yeah. As long as you do your research and find that person that can do that.
There's a lot of online companies that do stuff like that. That's like Matt Diamond, that got the Diamond Media and Coal Mine Records. He put records out.
That's where it's transitioned to, is that online media like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's why I left the game, because I was like, these guys know it better than I do. I think in my heyday, I don't think anybody could mess with the way I was doing it. But again, that's me talking.
Yeah,
that's me talking. But if you
talk your shit, baby, that's what we're here
for.
You
know what I'm saying? If you're talking about 94, 95, 96,
talk that
real hip hop.
Yeah, talk that hot shit.
Yeah.
You had it on lock. You had it on
lock, man.
No doubt.
I did pretty good. I did pretty good on the hip hop stuff.
So blog. I mean, so social media, has that replaced PR a little bit? Where people, like the baby, he got 2 million followers or 8 million followers. So why did you? I'm sure he has a PR, but I'm just saying.
He still got a publicist.
Yeah.
It's part of it, but it's right now it's a really important piece of it though. It's a really important piece of marketing because this is what the kids are, your consumers are paying attention to. Instagram, TikTok.
Yes, they are.
Maybe not so much Twitter for the younger kids, but TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. So you have to, YouTube channels, you have to do that for social.
Now you got the Twitch and everything, and everybody doing the Clubhouse.
Oh man, we gotta put
Twitch, Clubhouse. I don't do Clubhouse, but I do.
I ain't do Clubhouse either. I haven't done Clubhouse either. Yeah.
I'm good on yapping.
Yeah.
Yo, L, you don't do Twitch?
Yeah, actually, it was funny.
That's the best way. That's a good room for you to go on Twitch.
Jay Rawls, Rawls got a page on there, but he was on live on Instagram, and they're gonna cut your ass off all the time on there. So he went from there to there. So that I only went on there and got the page because of that. But I knew of it. Yeah. I just didn't know if it was more or less like a YouTube page, or because I was looking like, damn, can you chat on here?
You can chat on there. I'm on Twitch a lot because Maceo has a room on Twitch.
Right, I've seen that too.
Maceo goes on every day, so I'll go check him out there. Rich Medina he's on there all the time. He got nice. Jazzy Jeff is on there.
Yeah. Now I watch Jeff a lot on YouTube.
Yeah,
and that's dope to see, because like he got all these other DJs that he kept shine to. They did that on his time frame. So I think that a lot of that helps when it comes to the DJ as far as the artist. Like the thing I try to tell a lot of my friends is like, don't waste your social media time because there's only 24 hours in the day. So I try to tell them post in the morning, afternoon, and at night. But make sure you're putting up something that's meaningful where if you got people following you, you don't want to confuse them. You got studio shit, then you got the picture of your kids and y'all out doing your favorite shit. You back in the studio again, then you on TikTok. So it's like, okay, if you use this shit right and use the tool right, it can work for you. But I think that people have to understand the focus in doing that. Because you still, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're posting, you can be posting some funny shit. It's still your page. And people are following you. And they could be saying like, yo, I want to know when this motherfucking record coming out. But I see him posting all this funny shit. Like, what is all this? That's a reflection of who you are as a person. So, and at the same time, you're an artist. So I don't want to never turn people off. And, I tell a lot of my cats, don't, not say don't do it, but I don't like when I see cats. My whole purpose in doing this shit and like saying is put these things out to the world with people to hear and buy. When I see cats freestyling in their page and whether they're in the car or in the bathroom, I'm like, yo, no. Because like, it's a certain way to do that too, but don't cheapen yourself to where you just like every day you bars. What are you doing with them? Put them shit on paper, record them, put it out for the world to hear, and then use your vehicle to promote it. So a lot of people be confused why the algorithm ain't helping them out, but why people don't know about them so much. I was like, yo, these tools are like Spider-Man. You come with responsibility, nigga. You better get right. You're right, man. Cause you would turn these people like this, attention span is like this, they'll go and do something else, like DJ shit. You gonna listen to who you know, like I said with Jeff. I know he got that lunch break, I'm watching it, because he like with the shit I wanna hear.
You got the lunch break.
Yeah, and everybody not as good of a DJ to keep your attention for that long. Look at Scratch. Scratch went in there on that damn D'Angelo shit and blacked out for a couple of hours just because they don't see him do that. So that was a treat for everybody. Like, yeah, the party is here. Right. But it's also, he can do that shit all the time. And he got a page too. And he's one of the more popular DJ pages as well. So for people that don't follow him, don't know he do that shit all the time on the regular, hopefully now they'll go and patch onto it, but is ways to promote yourself and put yourself out there and with all of these different outlets. I just think that a lot of people take it for granted and don't use it right.
Well, hey, check this out, man.
You're right.
Check this out, brothers. You hear the horn. That means second quarter's over, and we are going into halftime. And I want to ask you, did y'all watch the All-Star game last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You didn't watch it? Okay.
No. You know why? Here's why. They signed the deal, right, to start the season when they did, and they were told they did not have to do an All-Star break.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the league was like, we need y'all to do an All-Star game.
Get that money.
That's not fair, man. Those guys played. They had no off season.
Yeah.
Right? They was away from their families for 3 months in the bubble.
Yeah.
Played up until what? When they played? When they stopped? September? October?
Yeah. September, October. I think October.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start the season in December. When they start the season?
Yeah.
January?
Mm-hmm.
December? Come on.
Yeah, I think December. Because they had a Christmas game.
Yeah. Well,
so it's like, I just didn't think it was fair. And I stopped watching All-Star games. I mean, I like to go to the parties.
Okay.
But I didn't watch it last night. I didn't watch it. I was reading.
Well, they had.
I mean, it was kind of weird watching it like that. I'm used to people not being there, but I think that's what like hurt the players. Cheap motherfuckers want to show off for people, and they can't. So it's like almost like you see them holding back a little bit when you watch some of these games because there's nobody to cheer them on, and they just going through the motion like, let's just play. We gotta play.
Yeah, nobody's playing defense. Nobody's just open.
Maybe the second quarter when they start like. You can tell when it gets serious and shit. Motherfuckers be like, yo, we gotta play.
Yeah.
And they look embarrassed when they can shoot people. Yo, I will say this though. Yo, everybody shooting mad threes like
yeah.
And Lillard was wilding. I was like, oh, okay. So this is the league. I feel like we in Europe. Hey, yo, come on, Sam. How many times we've been to Europe and we watch basketball out there on TV, and you see big man coming up the court,
shooting threes
from the 3.8, go to the hole, and that's what it looks like last night. Everybody on the 3-point line racing it. Like, man.
Yo, I heard there was a cool exchange with Dame and Curry. Like they went back and forth on some long 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Oh man, listen, the game was about to be over, so they weren't trying to hit it from the because Steph already hit one from the damn logo
from the All-Star.
Yeah, he did it from there, and then Lillard came down. You know, it was like they needed 3 more points, and this dude liked to be the one to kill the clock, so he came up and he was like further from where Steph was at. That shit was just bomb out. I'm like, come on, be like. I remember watching dudes play basketball, and they even at
Yeah.
These niggas is like,
Yeah, they can shoot it. They shoot regular.
straight wrist from the.
I know, right? Like it's no struggle, right?
Nah, I mean it's like wrist, not. Yeah.
Nah,
It wasn't none of that.
yeah.
Did you see some of the dunks for the dunk contest? Because they had the dunk contest and the 3-point, like in between the game. Where
I like the 3-point more than I did the dunks.
Yeah. Hey, that young boy Simmons though, Simmons.
I was like, yo, this nigga better not kiss that rim, yo.
Simmons was up there. I was like,
That nigga looked like he was floating when he was in slow motion.
yeah.
Who else was in the dunk contest?
And
Top boy from the Knicks, big dude, he was whack.
boy from Dayton, I forget his name, light skinned boy that played at Dayton last year.
Obi Toppin?
Yeah.
Big dude, and what's the dude? Stanley from Indiana. He did one good dunk when he came out, went between the legs, and after
yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem with the dunk contest. Y'all know when we was coming up, the dunk contest had every name possible.
Yeah.
Right? You guys you knew and heard about were in the dunk contest.
Right.
Now it's like nobody who's popular wants to be in that, man.
They don't want to get hurt. I don't know what the hell it is. I mean, shit. Jordan was out there all the time.
Jordan, Dominique, Larry Nance, they were, Dr. J, they were doing that, man. But has LeBron been in a contest?
I think it stopped with Kobe. I think Kobe. It stopped with Kobe. I don't think
Kobe did it one time?
Oh, Kobe did
it twice.
He did it twice?
He won.
Okay, I didn't.
And what about LeBron?
I think he might have did it twice.
LeBron ain't never do it.
Nah, LeBron ain't never do it.
KD
I would
ain't
say
never do it.
my best dudes that did slam dunk contest, and he was there last night. Jason Richardson was one of them. That motherfucker. Him.
Vince Carter, man. Vince
Carter, J.R. Ryder, and Skywalker from the Knicks.
Kenny.
All right, hold on. We need the top 5 dunk contest winners of all time. We need the top 5.
Well, I just named a few right there.
Jordan.
We got Mike. Mike got to be number 1.
Jordan.
All right, so Mike.
Julius.
Vince Carter got to be. I can't even put Vince Carter with them. Vince Carter got to be by himself.
So Mike, Vince Carter,
Spud Webb. Spud Webb was crazy because if you see the distance between the bottom of his foot and the court.
I had that poster in my room. I had the poster in my room back in the day.
I had the poster too.
Tracy McGrady was good too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him in my top 5.
Nah, I wouldn't. I played Brent Bisbee for him.
Skywalker was nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Skywalker in my top 5. You see, when I say Jordan, Julius, Spud, Vince.
Hey, look. You remember Clyde always used to try to do Jordan's dunks?
Yeah. Did Dominique win?
He probably had a knees bent with the hand, the ball in front of him.
See, Clyde is a good in-game dunker. He's a good in-game dunker, but not like a contest dunker.
Hey,
no. Sean Kemp was crazy. Sean Kemp too.
Oh,
yeah, Sean Kemp. Did he win though?
Yeah, he won.
Okay, Kemp won. I like Levine too. Levine got some dunks too.
Yeah,
Levine has some good dunks. And Blake had a good dunk too. Didn't Blake jump over a car?
Over the car. I'm putting Blake over there. So that's the top 5 right there.
You can't do top 5. You got to do top 8 and 10.
Wait, but did Dominique ever win, or did he always lose?
Hey, and that's the thing about it. Back in the day, even the runner-ups, you would like, ooh, like
Dominique's dunks were crazy.
Jerome Kersey, R.I.P.
Oh, Jerome Kersey.
I I'll even throw your boy Chapman in there. He's probably a lot of.
See, Rex was a good in-game dunker too.
Yes, he was. He embarrassed your ass. That crew cut.
Yo, wait. Did Dan Marley win it one time? No, Tom Chambers, I think, won it one time.
Chambers won. Marley was in one before he did the 3-point contest.
Right.
Well, yo, that's the end of halftime. We are rolling to the third quarter, B. Adams. I want to thank you for hanging in there with us. And now this is a self-serving question I want to ask. What was it like working on the Lone Catalyst debut, probably your greatest project in the history of people doing PR work, the Lone Catalyst debut album, hip hop, my brother. You know what I mean? Because again, it was 2001. You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what? I would say this. Because in 2001, I was working some good projects because I had the Arsonist too.
Okay.
So I would say, man, it was such an honor to work with the Lone Catalyst, man. I probably should give my money back. Because it was just an honor to do it, man. Because you know what it was? It was a family feeling too, man.
Yeah, West
like Hookah Entertainment is like
Brothers United, keeping it official.
It was mad fan. There's people from from your crew that I still talk to this day. You know, that I met. In Pittsburgh, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
No, it was a good project, man. You know, I hope you guys like what I did. I tried to do what I can.
Well, what came from that was me getting a phone call. I was at work. I remember this phone call, man. And I was at work. You were like, Jay Sands, man, I think y'all going to get an XL in Double XL magazine. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, man, I think y'all going to get an XL. I was like, what? Okay, word up. And then you told me cat name was Bonsu.
Bonsu.
Yeah. I hit Bonsu up on Twitter when he was like, who are you? And then I was like, look, and then I hit him with the XL picture, JPEG of it, like, that's who I am. They get me an XL, motherfucker. You know who the fuck I am. But
let me give a plug to Bonsu. So if you on Instagram, every Thursday at 6:00 Eastern, Bonsu does this thing called Fan of a Friend. And he just talks to people who are in the industry, from certain days, from back in the day. Yeah. And he's got some good people on there. Like, he had was it last week? I think he had April Walker on last week. You remember April Walker from Walker Wear?
Yeah.
She was on there. He had his old boss Elliot Wilson on there a few weeks ago. He's got some good people on there, man. Couple of artists, but Bonsu used to take care of my people, man. I would take him to lunch, and he would make sure that if he liked it, he would take care of them. So
he took care. Look, every year, that's my flex. That's my little flex every year. I posted once. Yeah, nigga, the XL, Double XL. Nigga. Then I go about.
Yeah, he liked that album. He did. He liked it, man.
So that's my flex, man. And you were
all it took was 2 cheeseburgers. That's all it took.
Cheeseburgers, baby.
Now today you got me like 2,000 cheeseburgers.
And you were asking me like, Sands, man, what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna do, man? Well, one thing, like you said, we've been doing since that project, man. It's like we don't talk all the time, but we usually talk like once a year. We'll have like that black man talk. You know what I mean? Like, hey, black man, how you doing, black man? How you doing, like family, black man? How you doing? I had that conversation with you and Soren. Shout out to Soren Baker. You know what?
Shout out to Soren Baker.
Soren ain't black, but you know what I'm saying? We had a
but that's the people. That's the people, though.
Yeah. So this right here reminds me kind of those. This is longer, but this, like you said, we always communicated even after the project was done. We once a year.
Stayed in touch.
So, yeah. That's
like you said, it's 20 years now, man.
Yeah.
20 years, man. We still in touch.
Yes, sir. So that.
Oh, you know what? And I felt bad, man. Oh, man. That's why you got social media. You got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
So I went on a college tour because my son is looking.
I remember. Yep.
And I went to UMBC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Took a picture, and we was on our way back home. I see a response on my IG like, "Yo, you in the neighborhood?" And I'm like, "Oh man, my bad, yo.
Yeah.
Sorry, yo. We in and out, man. If we had more time, I definitely would have hit you up, but." And I had forgot that you would, even though you've been there for a while. This is like 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
I had, I forgot that you were in that area too. I was still thinking Pittsburgh for some reason, but yeah man, that.
Yeah, 20 years, we still have never met face to face.
That's our first.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yo, that's crazy, right?
Never met face to face.
Technology.
Yeah.
Technology now, man.
All right, well, yo, that was quick. That was quick third quarter. Now we're gonna go into the fourth quarter and be honest. What I like to do, man, is
wait. Before you get into the fourth quarter, man, let me can I throw a side wrench in there?
Oh, throw it in there.
So when you said when you wanted me on the show, and you said L was gonna be on here, I was like, man, I remember Artifacts, like wrong side of the tracks, right? Because me and Reef was cool, right?
Okay.
And I was like, I said, let me take a look at that video, because it's been a minute since I looked at that video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the video, and then I hit my man up like, yo, did you work on this video? And he was like, yeah, I helped animate, my man Kimpson, and because he was, he's an animator, and he does a lot of the graph imagery as well. And so I was doing that today, man, going down memory lane. Like, I remember, because y'all was repping Newark, '94. Y'all was repping Newark, man.
Very hard. Still doing it. We got a new album coming out soon.
Yeah.
I remember when they showed us that animation, because Chuck Stone, and it's funny.
Chuck Stone directed the joint, man.
Chuck, man. Charles Stone III.
Charles Stone III.
He did all the Roots videos, when he showed us the reel, I already knew what I wanted, because I knew what he did already. But when he showed us the reel, and we was
you saw that black sheep joint.
Yes, like he told me that all the shit that was in the video, they shot that, like dude with the big ass gun. When I just said just for the paper thing, I was like, you gotta do this video. And
that's still one of my favorite videos, man. That Black Sheep joint that Chuck did.
He did Shaheem video on and on. At the time, he only did Static. So after Static, he did everything else after that, Next Movement, all that shit. So to know that this dude went on after us and all of that stuff to make the Budweiser commercials, to do the
movies.
Paid in Full,
Drumline.
He did, Drumline. He did the TLC special, that movie that was on VH1. Yeah. That was good. It was more or less, to see him flourish like that. And he did some other stuff too, but he was an animator himself. So like, he drew, like when we did the Ultimate video, he drew that man that's in his speakers. So I'm like, damn, like, he knew what he was doing. It was good. He did, research on this. Like, we didn't know this dude was doing research so much, but he was just hanging with us. But then when we saw the video, we were like, oh damn, that's when we was at this. We was like, so he was doing all kind of things that we didn't know he was filming. So like, that's our first time doing it. That was dope. And I talked to him like maybe a year ago. So he was just more like, it was on Facebook too. I didn't think he was gonna hit me back. He was like, is this L, bro? like, that's good. You still look good. You're still working. That's good. I was like, yeah, you rich. You all right.
Yeah.
But I think that's the energy that keep me and Tank going. That's why I'm on here with Sands. He know me. I'm a regular ass dude. So when he asked me, you he with me? Like, come on, nigga, let's go. You might have a big ass mouth. Let's go.
Hey, did you go to the gym today?
Yeah, I went earlier.
Okay, no doubt. We got it in the day.
I'm sitting here in pain right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying not to move too much. My old 50-year-old ass body.
I hear you, man. I don't go to the gym anymore, but I got some equipment in the house.
Oh yeah, you part of the Peloton crew?
No, I got an elliptical.
Okay, yeah, that's what I did today.
I did that this morning.
35 minutes on the elliptical.
Yeah.
Warm up, we getting it.
With the hoodie on, sweating, man.
I keep the hoodie on. I'm in the gym with the hoodie on. I'm like Rocky. I don't know nobody. So we're gonna go to the fourth quarter, and we're gonna do the stiff of the week, and we're gonna take it back down to Atlanta to All-Star Weekend. And L, this came up last week because I had something stiff, and then you reversed it on me and flipped it and said, hey, Sam, that ain't stiff. So I think what I'm going to do is... So we're going to do it like this. We're going to decide if it's stiff or not. That's just, okay, and we're going to see if this is stiff right here, okay? everybody, they said nobody should come to the mayor said it, everybody, NBA, do not come to All-Star Weekend. Stay home, stay home, stay home. Do not come to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend. Everybody went to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend.
They already down there anyway, you know that. They live down there from all the way up everywhere.
Okay, so did y'all see the chick who had the GoFundMe?
Nah.
Okay. Chick was like, first of all, how do you get a GoFundMe up so quick? But chick was like, I'm stranded in Atlanta. I came down here with $400 and I need a way to get back. And she had a GoFundMe for like $3,000 or whatever. And,
what?
Did anybody give to her?
I honestly, bro,
come on.
I didn't have
I'm seeing a lot of people get stuff. I wouldn't doubt it.
And check it out. Did you see the cars left on bricks? A lot of cars got their tires stolen and were left on bricks in the land.
What? Where were they at? Where were their cars at?
They was in park. Like one dude was like, I'm in an upscale community in Bankhead. You see what y'all did to me? And his car was on bricks. Another dude was like, I ain't sweating it, baby. I got money for it. I feel sorry for whoever took it though, because you really needed to get me. So, bro, Atlanta was the land of schemers and scammers, HIV and COVID. It was just all in one place having a ball, man. And a rapper got shot and killed. So this is what I want to ask you. Were people going to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend after they were told not to go during the pandemic, stiff or not?
They as far as stiffing themselves?
You just stiff motherfucker, you should have stayed home.
No, how you should have stayed your ass home. Yeah. I mean, like, look, I've been to Atlanta twice just to do work. Yeah. And listen, I went inside of Popeyes and these motherfuckers coming in there with no mask on. I'm like mask on and now like there. And the dude, one dude had like a dish rag over his face like a washcloth. And the lady said, come on, man, you got to go. You got to get out of here. But like, I went in the spot that they sell some good ass chicken. Yeah. Me and my friend walked in the door. And everybody is in there dining, no mask. The girl served that we asked to get up food, didn't have no mask. I'm thinking to myself, the nigga back there ain't got no mask either. So I'm like, so she was like, the first thing she said, nope. Y'all dining in? I was like, no, I'm leaving. I'm not sitting in here. Like, y'all don't know what's happening right now? I walked right out of there with my shit. Like, nah. But they out there like in a whole nother world, like Texas. But for you to go somewhere so bad that you can go to any other time, and you ain't nobody going down there. That's good for you.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, man. When you go to the All-Star, one of these All-Star weekends, and you want to at least know a couple of people, right? So you can get into these parties, because that's the fun thing.
Yeah, get in the party.
You're going out there and you don't have any, not to be a snob or anything, but if you're going down there and you don't have any connections, you're just gonna be out stranded.
Worried by yourself, trying to figure out where
you're not gonna be able to get anywhere. You're not gonna be able to get into this party, get into that party. So you want to be able to have some connections, at least, so you can get into one party.
Bro, they had people coming out of U-Haul trucks in the morning, like they were sleeping in the U-Haul trucks. You know what I mean? Like take a U-Haul down there, and that's your hotel room.
Oh man.
What they thought it was gonna be? They thought it was gonna be Freaknik.
That's just too much. That's desperation. Like I gotta get out of the house.
Hey, all I'm gonna say, fellas, is this gonna be a wild ass summer?
You're gonna see a lot of people trying to do a lot. Hey, look, I say this though. They said April 2nd, people can start opening up to like say 100 people in the club, and you can do whatever you want to do outside. So. It's gonna be a lot of tent.
That's a month away. That's 3 weeks away.
3 weeks away. Look, ain't nothing but guns. Everybody got a gun now, and everybody wants naked. So it's gonna be.
I'm honestly right where I need to be at.
Yo, I'm good till Thanksgiving.
Hey, if you know something about deer season, I grew up with deer hunters. Man, look, it's gonna be a lot of people running crazy in America.
Everybody, I mean, now it's some regulations. Shouldn't everybody figure like, all right, all I gotta do is mask up. I can go out. Yo, all right, cool, you can go out, but if you're gonna go in some building, a club, your ass better have paperwork. I got a test. I got a vaccine, because these people got to realize it's still motherfuckers trying to figure this shit out on how to make these things work. So you go in the club now, you might gonna have plastic in front of the stage. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah. I saw a chart, a graph, or whatever in the United States. They have the COVID. Everything's purple, red, whatever, boom, boom, boom for COVID. Then they have one for the flu. The whole United States is green, like it's the whole not for just the flu virus. The whole United States is just like, hey, we basically kicked the flu in the ass this winter. You know what I mean? And it's basically from just niggas washing their hands now. You just know a lot of people was foul. That's why the first get sick, because everybody was foul, going up their nose, hanging something.
That's like I told you earlier, man. You know, there's a lot of people that are not gonna go back to shaking hands.
Nah.
You know.
You'll be a lot of fist bumping.
Fist bumping, elbow bumping. Yeah.
Get that.
Or just.
Right. What up? Way over there.
The head nod. The head nod always works.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. It's going like again. I'm ready though, fellas. I'm ready to get on the road. What's the tour news, Sensei? What's the? I know if anybody knows, you know the news on tour. I'm ready to get on the road.
I say like this. Europe probably ain't gonna be till like the end of the year.
Okay.
Like I've been talking to a lot of people out there. And yo, my man was out there, and he went out there. It was like, I asked him, what made you go out there? He was in Germany, like almost by Belgium. And I was like, he's like, yo, I asked him today. I said, yo, how was that shit when you did? He said, that shit shut down. Nowhere to go. I was like, so I would have told you all that. But he just wanted to get the hell out. And I said, and when I talked to him, he was already there like a week because he had to do quarantine shit.
Yeah.
So he was out there in January. Yeah. So like, he just got back home, and I told him, I said, look, I wish you would have told me what you was gonna be doing out there, because from everybody I know, I'm from the Snow Goon down to my people's in Amsterdam and France, all the way down to damn Barcelona. Ain't nothing popping. And if you see these dudes doing podcasts and selling merch online like me, you know, Stan, them niggas be getting out. They told me like, hell, ain't no. You see what we doing? They doing merch, doing walls and putting together sturdy projects and shit like that. So when I see them start moving, that's when I know we can start doing the same thing. So I'm just really like just gonna be calm about it, get this music and shit together, because once it do open back up, these cats gonna be like, you know, ready to flood the gates, and we're gonna be right back out there. Yeah. I will, if in the event that I do go back to Europe, y'all all hear me right now, I will get a vaccine shot, because going over there, we cannot risk going from all these different countries and cities we going to, and it's coming back home with that shit. But I will wait until it's time for me to look like it, you know, go back on.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I used to say, nigga, I don't believe shit till I see plane ticket. I will hold tight.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Well, hey, fellas, man, check this out, man. You hear that sound? That means we're at the end of the fourth quarter. Game over. My man B. Adams, man, you had a great game, brother. You rushed for 300 yards. You know what I mean?
I got 18
yeah. You was doing good work in the paint. So, brother, check it out, man. I want to thank you for taking the time to come on Sands on Sports and Kick It with me and Sensei, man. So, on the outro,
I appreciate y'all.
Can you let people know, you know, what you're into, how to get in contact with you if you want that, and all that type stuff?
Nah, don't get in contact, man. No, I'm like I said, man, in October, man, it was 30 years of publicity. I retired from publicity. So right now, man, I'm sort of, you know, managing my wife's career. She's a podcast producer on the rise. Mm-hmm. So I'm really working with her because she's got a lot going on, and I'm just trying to help her facilitate some things. So I'm just, you know, I mean, you know, I mean, I'm out here, but I don't do a lot of posting. I'm on Instagram. I think I'm the Bryan R. Adams, Bryan with a Y. I'm on Twitch, Bryan R. Adams.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter, the Bryan R. Adams. But that's it. You know, just everybody stay safe.
No doubt.
Thank you guys for having me. Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
No doubt. You probably got to do the PR seminars eventually. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's on deck. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm done, man.
Okay, I can.
Yeah, I'm done, man. I did it for a long time. It was a good run. Now it's time to move.
It's time to move on. I
Yeah.
can dig it, brother. Hey, well, much success and want to have you back on here. Like I said, you're not getting away that easy. This ain't a one. This ain't a one.
I can't shake you.
This ain't a one and done because I'm not going nowhere. Which
I can't shake Jay Sands. Jay Sands won't let me go, man. He won't let me go.
That's why I'm on here. That's why I'm on
Right,
here.
exactly.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna start sending out my little 6-year contracts. You know what I mean? For everybody, soon we get it popping, man. Definitely. So, Sensei, man, what you got on outro, bro?
Well, I'm about to actually go head to the studio. It's never ending doing verses, and people ask me, I need to get a shirt that say, "Did you do that yet? Get that verse done yet?"
Yeah.
Big ass question mark, because that shit is like, oh my god. So yeah, I'm doing that tonight, and I don't know if the Knicks playing. Oh no, we got a couple of days.
You got a couple of days of break.
I'm looking forward to the games restarting again, have something to watch on TV.
My fantasy team is doing horrible.
Regular day shit.
Matter of fact, baseball just started, so we will be having a baseball preview probably coming up in the next few weeks that I'm working on. So stay on the lookout for that. But besides that, my brothers, man, I just want to wish everybody a safe week. It's Monday, beginning of the week.
Yes.
We'll drop this in a couple of days, I guess. But everybody have a safe week, man, and just prepare for what's ahead of you.
Yes.
And with that being said, my name's Jay Sands. That's Ella Sensei. That's B. Adams, Bryan Adams. And this is Sands on Sports, and we out. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.